delegates the exact same thing I'm asking of you today. And both times, they did me the great honor of placing their trust in me. Unfortunately, at the end of my second term, I needed to step down because I was responsible for the care of my father, and as he approached his 90th birthday, I knew that responsibility would grow. Today, Dad is home with the God that he loved. My relationship with this party started in '84 in Lynn County with a caucus. 2 years later, I attended my first county convention there. And I have not missed a county or a district convention since. In fact, 2 years ago, right in this very room, I chaired the last 3rd district convention. In the late 80s and early 90s, I helped lead a conservative revolution in Lynn County politics. And in '94, I managed my first State House campaign. And my brother won in a district that no Republican was supposed to be able to win in. After the straw poll in Ames in '95, Baby Ken asked me to chair that campaign in Iowa. And 4 years later, I did the same for Gary Bauer. I would expect that this should attest to my social and fiscally conservative nature, but if that's not enough, I have a 30-year record of belonging and being active in the pro-life movement, and I currently sit on the board of Iowa Right to Life. I also have a 20-year relationship with Iowans for Tax Relief, the premier spokesman for Iowa taxpayers and leaders in limited government. Because of my talent with computers and databases, I've served them as a consultant now for about 12 years, and this has allowed my intimate involvement in some 250 State House campaigns. Though I cut my political IT in Lynn County for the last 10 years, I've been chair of the Benton County Republicans. So I'm well versed in both large and small county politics. Finally, I bring experience and a unique set of skills to my request for your support. And know that your vote for Laura Schulte will be appreciated. Thank you.
Next to speak is Tim Pugh.
Good afternoon. My name is Tim Pugh. I'm from Lynn County. And I'm going to start off by telling you a little about myself. I'm a small business owner. I own a landscaping and irrigation business. So I kind of know the meaning of hard work. I write my check every month to the IRS. Otherwise, I get fined for not paying them soon enough or something. I don't know. And I have been active since about '08, '09, when I started the Cedar Rapids Tea Party. And the real reason why I started it was to fight the city of Cedar Rapids for raising our sales tax. It was 1%, but that 1% they promised would go to flood protection, which it did not. Since then, I've fought them, helped a couple people in this room fight them, 2 other occasions within a year. Both we've won. I got active. We started the Tea Party, and the Tea Party has grown. And we have worked to expand the idea of smaller government and less taxes to the people. It is one thing that I want to bring to the State Central Committee. On the State Central Committee, I want to work. I want to help our candidates. I want to ensure our candidates are getting the support that they need from us, and that we are helping them so they know what they need to do. I'm not saying we're going to pick winners and losers, but we will pick the Republican candidate, and we will help them. We also need to help the counties. We need to help the counties work on the absentee ballot issue. We need to help our counties work to grow the party and to grow our base, because without a strong base, we have no party, and it will be hard for our candidates to win. So we definitely need to strengthen our base, and we need to help our counties work to be able to strengthen our base around the state. Next thing, I want to have accountability. We need to hold our elected officials accountable. We have platforms. They need to hold the platforms the best they can. And we need to hold them accountable and make sure that they
the Democrat Party. This is why those of us who believe in individual rights need to be vocal and stand together. I don't believe I'm any different from the people in this room. In fact, I'm sure many of you could do a better job than I could. However, when I think of the ramifications and the possible world my daughters could be inheriting, I cannot sit idly by and let it happen without a fight. What I bring to the State Central Committee is the vision and passion that we must look for and hold accountable candidates at all levels of government who cherish the sanctity of human life, who reduce government power, and who most importantly, aggressively defend the rights of the individual. Because my intention of serving on the State Central Committee is not only electing Republicans, but electing the right Republicans, I will not make a pledge of public neutrality during primaries. The simple fact is, we all have opinions, and I would venture a guess that those serving on the State Central Committee have strong opinions. What I will pledge is to treat all candidates fairly and give each candidate the opportunity to make his or her case. And when I do have a strong bias, I pledge to make that public so that my actions are viewed with the utmost scrutiny. Hard choices need to be made, and all of us need to decide where we stand in this fight. Are you willing to stand up and defend your liberty and freedom with me? If so, I'd be honored with your vote. Respectfully submitted for Dave Cushman.
Well, I think my nerves are going to get a little bit the best of me, so I'll go by my speech a little bit so I don't totally mess up on you guys. First of all, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming here and spending your time here. I know you have a lot of different things to do, but you guys are all patriots and you're all welcome here because we need people like you to continue keeping our party in the right direction. And I'm not going to talk to you a lot about where I stand on the issues. I think that my flyers, if you've got them, tell you guys a little bit about that, but what I'm going to show you is my vision. I have a mission I would like to accomplish for the Republican Party of Iowa, especially here in the district, the 1st District. I would like to represent you. I would like to take your voice and make it heard to the state party leadership. I would like to make you more than just registered Republicans, but the governing body of the party itself. To do this, I will help lead our party out of some of the current problems it is facing. First, we must solve our organizational problems. We need to connect the county parties to the state party, which is a job that the State Central Committee has been failing at. This will be done by keeping informed with regular visits to the county central committees and by phone and email communications. Another failure that must be corrected is the training of our volunteers and county leadership for such tasks as the caucuses and elections. Our volunteers are willing to do the hard work that it takes to get these things done. We just need to give them the proper tools to do so. Organizational problems aren't our only problem our party is facing. We need to get past some of the destructive disputes we have been having internally. We cannot turn away or alienate our volunteers, let alone some of our most active ones, simply on the premise that we don't agree with them on certain issues. Whether it be supposed conflict of interest, candidate preference, or other issues, we need to get back on the same ship and focus on winning elections at the local, state, and federal levels. By patching up these problems, we can focus on the 4 major roles of the Republican Party: recruiting leaders to run for office, getting these